Man, have I got a story for you. I really don't have any good place to aim this camera. So I've just got it aimed at some Amazon stuff right now. This is all stuff I'm thinking about buying. This, and this. That's probably it. And I am drinking coffee. So this is a long story. And it's about nearly getting screwed by a third-party seller on Amazon. And here's what happened. My wife doesn't like the rubber on her motorcycle grips. So I ordered, let me get comfortable here. Ow. Yesterday I did all that work on that slab, and today, oh my God, I'm just dying today. Dying. And this is not what I'm talking about, but I'm mentioning it now. Thursday, I got an appointment to see the bone doctor. I got more pains than I can deal with, man. Shoulders, wrists, hips, knees, and left foot. I'm just frickin' dying. Anyway, I found some grips through Amazon. They were made by a company called Accutronics, which is a good, reputable company, and they make high-quality products. They're a little pricey, but if you only want to buy something once, that's where you buy it. So I bought these grips through a third-party seller on Amazon. And there are two kinds of throttle controls right now. One is a wired control where you have a cable going to your carburetor or your throttle body. And the other is a newer fly-by-wire, which operates sort of on I want to call it a rheostat type of thing on your throttle housing. There's no cable that goes to the carburetor or the throttle body. It's called fly-by-wire. So I found the right ones. I put the year, make, and model of my wife's motorcycle in, and they showed me the ones that were available for her motorcycle, and I picked the ones that she liked. And the description was right. The picture was correct. And I ordered them. $122. And takes about a week and a half, and I get them. And I open the envelope, and I immediately realize that they've sent me the wrong part. It's a fly-by-wire grip, not the older style cabled grip. So I put it back in the envelope. I get a return, it's like a shipping label. I get a return shipping label, and I print it out, and I tape it to the envelope, and I send it right back to them. So a week goes by, and I have tracked it, and they've got it. They got it on a Monday, and it was a Wednesday when I contacted them. I actually didn't contact them. I sent them an email asking them when they were going to refund my money, because they'd had the part for 3 days now. Let me take a sip of coffee. I got no response from them. So I called their 800 number, and all you get is a recorded message saying that due to overwhelming phone calls, blah, 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 we've all heard that. So they didn't answer my email. They didn't answer their phone. They won't talk to me through Amazon. And eventually, I get a text message from them refunding me $66. So I replied to the text message saying, why are you only refunding me half the money? No answer. I sent them an email No answer. I contacted them through Amazon. No answer. Okay, now the switches are going off. I did a little investigating. I Googled them, and you would not, I'm going to tell you who this is in a minute. You would not believe the reviews. And 1.5 stars out of 5. And the positive reviews, you could tell without a doubt they were written by somebody who works there. And the bad reviews were exactly what they were doing to me. Mailing somebody the wrong part, getting the part back in their possession, and only refunding half the money. What a scam. If you can keep doing that over and over, you never have to be out an actual product, and yet you make money on restocking fees. So I find out who owns the company, and he has a LinkedIn page, and he actually owns 2 companies. And so I Googled the other company, and it is the exact same thing, same scam. The company that he owns that actually has a brick and mortar storefront is called Purdy Power Sports in Loudon, Tennessee. Purdy. In Loudon, Tennessee, Loudon. And the guy also owns the company that I dealt with this time, which is called Oemcycles, and it's a complete website. There's no storefront. So this guy owns 2, a brick and mortar, which he actually has, motorcycle jackets and, parts for motorcycles. And even that, he's got terrible ratings, Google reviews for his brick and mortar store. So I contact Amazon, and at the end of this video, I can't stop this. At the end of this video, look in the description. I'm going to give you the very, very difficult to find 800 number for Amazon customer service. Believe me, they do not want you to call them. They want you to take care of everything through email, which email doesn't work, and it doesn't convey the problem, the seriousness of the scam enough that they understand. They really would rather not have problems, and if they can ignore you, they will. So anyway, I called Amazon, and I told them what the problem was, that they only refunded half my money, and they finally sent me an email saying that the $56 they were keeping was a restocking fee. So Amazon says, "Oh no, that is not our policy. We do not allow, especially since they sent you the wrong part." And I told Amazon, not only did they send me the wrong part, but I went back and looked at the motorcycle grips, and the picture is wrong, the description is wrong compared to the part number. Now, they did have an Accutronics part number in the big bold title above the description, and the part number was for the grips they sent me, but the description was for the grips that I needed, and the picture was for the grips that I needed. So they had the wrong part number with the wrong description and picture. And they didn't care, and they're not going to change it, and it still hasn't changed. So Amazon assures me they'll send them an email, they'll get to the bottom of it, and the next day I get an email from Oemcycles saying that, well, it turns out that our returns department says that it was missing parts, and they were all scratched up from trying to force them on, which it's a 1-inch bar, and the fly-by-wire is 1 inch. I mean, there's no forcing. But I didn't even take them out of the package. I returned them in the exact same package. There's no parts. There are no parts. It's 2 grips. There aren't any parts to lose. So that's now, now they're not calling it a restocking fee. Now they're saying that they're not going to give that back to me because I damaged the parts and lost some of the parts. So I called Amazon again. And I explained to them what was going on up to this point, that they're refusing to give me the money back, even though Amazon told them to return the money because that's their third-party seller policy. And they won't. Now they're saying that it wasn't a restocking fee, it was a damaged part fee. And if you look at the Amazon reviews, oh, I hope I don't forget to tell you about this, an Amazon review. I'm going to try to remember that. So I call Amazon again, and I bring them up to this point, and now they say, okay, we're going to escalate this to a department they call a third-party seller investigative unit, which I think is a pretty serious thing, and the way they explain it to me, it sounds like a serious thing. So today, I get another email from the seller, and now these emails go through Amazon, so Amazon sees these emails. And what Oemcycles has said is your money was refunded. That was it. And they gave a description of the grips and the amount that I paid for the grips. They didn't say they refunded that amount. They just gave the amount that I paid for the grips. So I sat there, and it was at 10 o'clock this morning that message came in. I sat there till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I got more and more and more suspicious. Now, I paid for this. I have a credit card that I use on Amazon because the points are really high and they build up fast, and it's kind of neat getting free stuff when you get enough points. So I use that one card on Amazon. So I got online and I looked on the card that I use for Amazon and looked at all the transactions, and they have not refunded the additional $56. I did, however, get the $66 that showed up. So I called Amazon again. This is probably an hour ago now that I called them, and I told them what, up to the point where it had been elevated, and I am at the third level of Amazonian. And I'm dealing with somebody in another country now. I did get an American time or two, but I don't mind dealing with people overseas as long as I can understand their English. And this woman I could. Her name was Carla, and who knows? I think if they're in a foreign country, they adopt an American name just to make it easier for Americans to communicate with them, or not have a hard time with them being in another country. So anyway, she puts me on hold, and then comes back and talks to me. She says, yeah, I can see all the messages, and I see where they told you that they refunded your money, but didn't mention an amount. And I told her, I just went and checked, and nothing has showed up, so they didn't refund any additional money. So, now, this is my fourth time calling Amazon. And now, Amazon is finally mad, and they're going to do something about it. They give me my money back from them, Amazon. And she told me that Amazon will get their money from this third-party seller. And now it's been elevated to the point where Amazon is going to go look at the reviews and look at all the returns and the people that didn't get refunds or had massive restocking fees, which I told her, all you got to do is look at the Better Business Bureau, and you would not believe the complaints against Oemcycles and Purdy Power Sports at the Better Business Bureau. And to leave a comment at the Better Business Bureau, you got to leave email and your phone number and your full name and address. I mean, you got to jump through hoops before you can leave a review on a company through the Better Business Bureau. So people are that mad that they're willing to put the extra effort in. And then Google reviews, same thing, same scam over and over, same complaint over and over, sell you the wrong part, get it back, refund half your money. And she said that Amazon would definitely be looking at this third-party seller. But it doesn't mean a whole lot, because if they get kicked off of Amazon, what the guy will do is create another entity, and put it back on Amazon and continue doing the same thing. And the only reason I'm telling you this is there is a way to get your money back, but it's time consuming, it's aggravating, it's a bit stressful if you get tired of people trying to screw you. It does get stressful, and I get a little madder than I should when people try to cheat me. And I almost gave up and said, you know what? It's $56, and I got to weigh the amount of aggravation and stress I'm feeling against $56. And then I decided, it's bigger than just me and my $56. The reason they're still selling on Amazon is because nobody has brought it to this level, because it is time consuming and it is aggravating. So I'm just going to keep at it. I'm going to keep calmly explaining to them what has happened, and follow it right to the end till there's no further recourse and I'm actually out of the money. So you have to escalate it. There's 4 different levels that you have to take this to, and the 4th level is where they actually pay you out of their own pocket. And then they take that money from the third-party seller and do some serious investigating into their business behavior. So, that's the end of it. I don't know what else to say. I really, it's not the first time I've been screwed, but it's the first time where I've just had enough, and I followed it to the end. I pursued it till there was, till I either got my money back, and I did. I already checked. It's back on my credit card. So there you go. My God, I'm exhausted. And anyway, I have another video that I'm debating on putting out because it's going to hurt some feelings. And I may redo it and explain at the beginning that it's just my opinion, and my opinion is no greater or worse or more important than any other guy walking down the street. So, and it's about video games and gamers. And I may put it out. I don't know. But that's another video. This is Saturday morning's video. 17 and a half minutes. Thanks for watching if you got this far. And look in the description for the 800 number. If you have this problem, the only way to get it solved is actually talking to them. See ya. Have a good Saturday. I knew I would forget to tell you about the review. I did an Amazon review about Oemcycles. I didn't use any inflammatory language. I described just what I told you in a couple of paragraphs. It was a bit of a long review, but there were other reviews just as long describing exactly what happened to me. So I left that review, and it made it onto the Amazon platform. And then 2 days later, I get a note from Amazon saying that the Oemcycles had protested my review, and until Amazon could review my review, they were making it private. And I'm not even going to go back and see if I'm done. I got my money, and I rattled a bunch of cages, but these people are some true, very talented sharks, and who knows how long they've been doing this. So there you go. There's my Amazon review. My Google reviews are there. I left a Better Business Bureau complaint, and what more can I do? Okay, now have a good Saturday. Just sitting out here drinking my cup of coffee and getting a little bit of sun before the storms come, but I thought this was kind of funny. We stack these up so the rain doesn't get on them. And I don't know how she got up there. That's pretty high off the ground. But that's pretty funny. That is the one she's sitting on is actually her bed. And I guess when you're determined,